Though the road may have vanished from the earth, its presence still lingers in the hearts of those who remember. In the quietest of moments, when the wind whispers through the trees, some say you can still hear the faint sound of footsteps on the cobblestone, the laughter of children playing in the distance, or the soft murmur of travelers speaking as they made their way across the land. These are the last echoes of the vanishing road, lingering in the air, waiting to be remembered. And so, the road becomes more of a story, one that drifts quietly through the pages of history, a forgotten path that once connected far-off places, now only known through soft whispers and old tales. The vanishing road may no longer be walked, but it will always be there, a quiet memory in the hearts of those who... Long, long ago, there was a road that stretched across the land, winding its way through forests, over gentle hills, and past sleepy villages. It was a road that connected towns and distant cities, a vital route for traders, travelers, and families who needed to journey to the farthest reaches of the kingdom. Yet, despite its importance, today it has all but disappeared, forgotten by all who once traveled it. But once, this road was filled with the sounds of carts rolling over cobblestone, the laughter of children playing near its edges, and the soft thump of boots as travelers made their way along its dusty path. It was a road where the slow pace of life could be felt in every step. The sun would shine brightly in the day, dappling the path with soft patches of light, while at night the sky would stretch wide, full of stars, guiding those who walked beneath it. Over time, though, the road faded. Some say it was swallowed by the earth itself, hidden beneath the roots of ancient trees. Others believe it was abandoned, left to vanish as towns and cities grew and expanded, replacing the old roads with new ones. But if you listen closely, you can still hear the faint whispers of the road, if only you know where to listen. Along this road, many different travelers passed, each with their own stories, each carrying a bit of the world on their backs. Merchants from distant lands would bring their goods, carefully packed into wooden carts, while farmers from the surrounding fields would carry their crops into town, their faces friendly, their smiles warm. Sometimes a small group of adventurers would pass through, their faces marked by the dust of their long travels. They would stop at the roadside inns, rest for a while, and share tales of far-off places, all under the watchful eyes of the stars. It was a road for both the rich and the poor, for the young and the old. On warm days, the travelers would stop at quiet streams, resting by the water's edge, sipping from the cool flow of nature. Children would play near the road, skipping rocks into the streams, while their mothers called them back with soft, loving voices. The road was a simple place, but one full of life, of people going about their daily business, walking through their peaceful routines. As the years passed, the road began to fade. It was not an event of great fanfare, but more like the quiet, slow disappearance of something once well known, as though the road itself had decided it no longer wished to be traveled. First, the cobblestones began to crack, then the trees began to grow taller, their roots creeping over the path, weaving the road into the earth. The once sturdy bridges over streams slowly crumbled, and where travelers once walked, wildflowers and grasses grew, filling the spaces where footsteps once echoed. But even as it faded, the memory of the road remained. Those who had once traveled it would tell their children about the old path, speaking of it in soft, nostalgic tones, as if it were a story that was part of their past, something they held dear in their hearts. And though no one walked it anymore, the road was still there in spirit, tucked away in the memories of those who had once called it home.